I haven't talked to you about this. I don't think there's been a video yet where I haven't mentioned Stephen Fry. I am so grateful for this book. I just burst into tears. I am impulsive. Had an idea which could be genius and could also be terrible. Hello, good morning and welcome back to another video. So, last week's was quite eventful, but this week is going to be a much more normal week in the life. Although saying that, it's a weird one in that I am actually filming another video alongside this one, which I won't be able to share for a few weeks yet, but it's really exciting. Yeah, I can't actually film any of my work this week, but I thought instead I could just kind of take you along for everything else I do outside of that. I don't really have any plans. We'll just see how it goes. It's currently Tuesday morning. I've got up, got ready, although I am still wearing pyjama bottoms, and I just need to do my usual morning routine, which is tidying up the house a little bit. I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna give Stevie boy his breakfast. I plan to start work at about 8:30, which is pretty standard. I've been having a smoothie pretty much every morning for a few weeks now, because it's not that I'm not a breakfast person, it's that I can't usually be bothered to make breakfast in the morning. Like, I like breakfast, I know what I'm like, and I will often just skip it and then wonder why I have no energy. So if I have a smoothie, that's like super easy to make, and I actually have a chocolate orange protein powder, so it makes it feel kind of Christmassy. Also have to take my vitamins. Jack is a personal trainer and my sister is a nutritionist, so constantly got both of them in my ear holes going on at me about taking vitamin D and whatever else. So I do as I'm told. So I take vitamin D, magnesium and folic acid. I did actually have a folate deficiency a while ago, so I think I'm quite prone to being deficient in that. But yeah, that's it. I still haven't sorted this thing out. I will, that's on my to-do list. I just realised I haven't actually shown you the new floor since it's been done, and yeah, it looks so lovely, so much better. Much warmer, much more homely than we had this like awful dark grey vinyl before, which was not very nice. Also, don't even talk to me about this table. I need to pop the tablecloth back on it. We got it off Facebook Marketplace and were told it was solid wood. It is not. It's actually like chipboard under here, so there's not really anything I can do with it besides cover it with a tablecloth, but it was free, so it's fine. But at some point I am going to be replacing this, because I do like the tablecloth, but I'm much more, oh, hi Steve, much more of a fan of like solid wood. Morning. How are we, sir? Are you ready for your breakfast? Right, whilst we're here, and whilst Steve's here, turning his back on us, I thought it'd be a great time to talk about Catkin, who I am very proud to say are once again sponsoring this week's video. So for anyone who hasn't heard of Catkin, they are the UK's first and most loved fresh cat food. Their meals are made up from 100% human grade fresh meat and fish. No fillers or weird bits, just everything your cat needs to be happy and healthy. So we made the switch a few weeks ago, and honestly, at first I was a little bit sceptical, because I've always thought of Steve as being a fussy eater, because whenever we offered him meat-based food as opposed to dry food, he would just turn his nose up at it. But it turns out that most cat food brands only contain about 4% real meat, which is actually quite concerning when you think about it, considering that cats are, after all, carnivores. Catkin, on the other hand, is the real deal. It's made up of fresh meat that's gently cooked and then frozen to lock in all of the nutrients. Steve absolutely loves it. You keep it in the freezer, pop a pouch in the fridge to defrost, and then it's ready to serve. I tend to take Steve's out about 20 minutes to half an hour before giving it to him, just because he seems to prefer it at room temperature. It's actually Steve's 14th birthday next week. It makes me so sad to think of him as an old man. Honestly, he has been doing so well lately. He is full of beans all the time. He definitely seems to have the zoomies a lot more than he used to. We thought he was past his zoomie era, but yeah, he seems to have this like crazy mad half hour before bedtime, and the only change we have made in the last few weeks has been the food we have been giving him. I genuinely think the switch to proper, fresh, healthy food has actually made a real impact on how he is feeling. I say it all the time, he is the absolute light of my life, and I will do anything I can to keep him as healthy and happy for as long as possible, and Catkin, I believe, is helping me to do that. So if you are also a cat mum or dad and you would like to give Catkin a try, I have a very generous discount code which will get you 50% off your first trial box. You can use the QR code on screen or follow the link below, and all you have to do is fill out a very simple form so that Catkin can create a personalised plan for your cat or cats based on their specific needs. Honestly, couldn't recommend them enough, and if Steve could talk, I am sure he would say the same. Should we get your brickie? Come on in. So I now need to start work, so I will check back in with you this afternoon when I'm finished. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but it'll be something wholesome and cozy, and yeah, very much looking forward to it. So I'll see you later. Look at this cat. You're having a nice sleep. Guys, don't judge me, but I'm still in my pajamas. I did get ready on the top. I just sometimes think, what's the point? I'm not going anywhere, and these are comfy. I don't have any like normal trousers that are as comfortable as my pajamas, so you know, but I will get changed to go out in a bit. So I just realised that I haven't talked to you about this. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I have been waiting for this book for about 4 years, since the one before it was published, however long that's been. And it came out last week. I'm so happy, but I've barely had a chance to read it, and it's been killing me. I have made a start. I'm 57 pages in. For those who don't know, by the way, this is the third and final instalment in the Book of Dust series, written by Philip Pullman, which is part of an even larger series, the His Dark Materials series, but they are my favourite books of all time. I won't go into plots or anything like that, I just love it so much. So I am going to be reading this with every ounce of free time I have this week, and I'm also going to download the audiobook version and kind of do a bit of both, because Michael Sheen narrates the book, and I think he's a great narrator. I'm quite fussy with audiobooks in that there's been a lot of books that I've been put off by because of the audiobook version of it. I'm quite like picky about narration that I like, but I am a fan of Michael Sheen because he did the other Book of Dust ones. I think he does it very well. Him and Stephen Fry. I don't think there's been a video yet where I haven't mentioned Stephen Fry. I'm verging on obsessed. Speaking of which, actually, spoiler alert if you're not caught up on Celebrity Traitors, why did they get rid of Stephen Fry? I don't even want to watch it anymore. I don't care. That's not true, I do want to watch it. Do you know, it's actually really sunny out, and I'm thinking that maybe I might see if Jack wants to go for a walk, because it's getting close to golden hour already, and it's like 3 p.m. Every year it shocks me. How could it possibly be getting dark already, even though it has happened every year throughout my entire life? It's a British thing, daylight saving, so yeah, the clocks went back a few days ago. So we all are very dramatic about the 1 hour difference in our day and how it gets dark so early, but we do get a bit more light in the morning. But personally, I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm going to put some functioning adult trousers on now and get out of my pajamas because I'm not a teenager anymore. I wish I were. And yeah, I'm procrastinating. It's because I've been focusing for so long that now I've released my brain, and now it's just kind of like everywhere, wants to do all the things all at once, but also at the same time I'm very tired and very frazzled and chaos. So I'm just gonna go procrastinating. I'm gonna stop. I'm blaming you guys for this.
This is where I come to cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm scared. Why am I scared?
Don't be scared.
You're scaring me.
It's fine.
What's in there?
Just look like...
No, you're gonna make me jump.
No, I can see it.
What is...
Ah!
Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you. Why did I fall for that?
I sold it pretty well, actually.
Oh.
Oh, sweet child of mine.
You like your dinner, young man? Ooh, what we got? Chicken. Yes, it's coming. Say, please. Or not. Right. Sorting this once and for all. Decorative autumn garland that's been hanging limply. Oh, you know, that will suffice. Me and Philip have an appointment booked.
Okie dokie. Do you want some pizza then?
Will you bring me a slice?
Yes.
Thank you. I am so grateful for this book and for also having it at this time of year, because I was in such a reading slump before, and this is my favourite time of year to read, and I was starting to feel a bit sad because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to read, and I feel like autumn has just passed me by and I'm not making the most of it. And yeah, this book has solved that problem, alongside this book, which I'm also reading, Somewhere, a Boy and a Bear. It's essentially a biography of A.A. Milne, the author of Winnie the Pooh. And, you know, you can't be a children's book illustrator and not be interested in Winnie the Pooh, you know? And I'm not talking about the Disneyfied Winnie the Pooh, I'm talking about the original Winnie the Pooh, and yeah, it's so good. So I've got this for like lighter reading, where I don't really feel like delving too deeply into a story, but also just want something cozy and light-hearted. I have this if I want the drama and the intensity, but also the cozies, all of that stuff, then I got this. And yes, very grateful for these two books right now, because sometimes when you're in a reading slump for a while and you are the sort of person who owns a lot of books, you start to feel like a bit of a fraud, almost like, why do I have all these books yet I am never reading? But it's not true. It's not true. We all go through it, and it's just all the more satisfying when we get out of it. Good morning. So I had a bit of an interesting start to my day today. Last night, Jack got a little bit shirty with me, and it wasn't even an argument, it was just like a little spat. No, like, not a big deal at all. Anyway, this morning Jack gets up, goes to work, I'm like fast asleep. I wake up, getting ready, apologies about the sound of the boiler, getting ready, and then he texts me and said, "Are you awake? We need to talk." And obviously, his words, "we need to talk." I don't know whether it's just me or not, but instantly I'm like, he's breaking up with me. What have I done? Like, all these thoughts going through my head, panicking, and then his car pulls up, and then he comes in with these flowers and 2 coffees and they're Halloween flowers. And he was basically just saying sorry for our little tiff we had last night. I was just so relieved that it wasn't a big thing. I just burst into tears. And obviously he feels awful and now realises that you don't text your girlfriend saying we need to talk when it's not actually serious. Oh, it's past trauma. Past trauma. How cute are these? He had very good intentions. So today I've actually got an unexpected day off. Plans have changed, which I'm actually very happy about because I'm quite disorganised with my days off in that I don't often have them because I don't know, it's just the way things work out. Like, I get half days rather than full days most of the time, so I'm actually having a whole day off today, which I'm really looking forward to. I have 0 plans for said day off, besides we're going to pop over to a retail park near us. I was going to go have a look through like HomeSense and Denau. How cool are these? As for the rest of the day, I don't really know. I did want to go for a walk, but it's very rainy. If it stops later, maybe we'll do that. Let's get some water in here. Yeah, when we're in Denau, I'm actually on the lookout for some fabric or a blanket or something because I'm thinking of swapping out our coffee table for we've got a poof. Yeah, we've got like a footstool poof thing. I don't really know what you call it, but it can like double up as a coffee table. And I only really like to use it at Christmas time because I don't think it really suits the house the rest of the year. And now we've got our wood floor in, I feel like it won't look quite so... It will look a little bit more balanced basically, whereas before it was just kind of carpet, rug, sofa, squishy poof. It was just too much fabric, but we have wooden floors now. The poof currently has a cover on it, which is just kind of like a creamy white, which is a bit boring. So I'm going to looking down for some stripy fabric that I can kind of just lay over the top. I don't want to make a new cover because I'm no seamstress, but even just something to like lay over, almost like a table runner, but over the poof. I have a vision for something like that. Let's see how we go. I am no florist. Come on. Just bought this for you. Lovely William Morris bougie bed. Not interested. Yep. Said poof. So I failed at finding any fabric to drape over said poof, but we went into Hobbycraft and I had an idea which could be genius and it could also be terrible. I am impulsive. Where's my paint? So, I have bought a mulberry purple fabric paint, as well as this taffy colour. I thought the mulberry might be a touch too dark, so maybe I can just mix these together to lighten it up a bit. And then I'm going to use masking tape to mask the straight lines. I'm going to paint it, because this was literally, this cover, because it's like this horrible grey colour underneath. This cover was like less than £10 from Amazon. Had it for ages. I don't like it, so if it goes horribly wrong, it doesn't it doesn't really matter, but I think it could actually look quite cool. As with any DIY, my general rule is don't overthink it and just do it. So, I want quite thin stripes. I don't want to do what I did on the TV unit in the living room. I want thin stripes, and the gap will be determined by the width of this masking tape because I'm not measuring. And hopefully it sticks well enough. Oh, great start. Problem is, it doesn't fit perfectly. So we need to let go of the idea of perfection right away. I don't know whether to start in the middle. I think rather than doing the top and sides all in one, I'm just going to do the top and then the sides, because otherwise that's going to be too fiddly. I'm taking it away. It is the next day. I don't know what happened yesterday. I just got a bit carried away doing my things and forgot to pick up the camera, but here we are. I have finished the poof. I know that whilst you were watching that time-lapse montage, whatever you want to call it, you were probably thinking, this isn't going to work, this is going to look awful. I was also thinking the same. However, I think it's come out pretty good. Let me show you. Here we are. I actually think that looks so cool. Like, the key is not to look at it too closely. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. The only thing is, I think maybe a bit of stripe overkill here. But as I said before, I do plan to replace this at some point. Oh, please do excuse my my stress cube. Kind of killing the vibe there, but as you can see, it is not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. So now I just need to put some things on it to make it look pretty. So I'm gonna just kind of wing it and see what works. Yellow is actually opposite purple on the colour wheel. So theoretically, this should work. This is actually my mum's scarf. Yeah, I think that's nice. Yeah, I think that looks cool. It's a nice little contrast. Pattern clash, which we like. Got my wooden tray. Maybe that could go there. And then put my little mushroom vessel that Jack got me for my birthday there. Or do I want that on there? And then we're going to have to change up the books. So we've got a natural living style book, which I've barely even looked at, but it's a good size. And then my John Howe Lord of the Rings illustration book. And Charlie Mackesy, who I feel with Christmas coming up, even though it's not a Christmassy story, it is a wintry story. That's feels quite appropriate. And because it is still autumn, stick a pumpkin on it. Good. And my coasters. What do we reckon? I actually love that. And just to give you more of an idea of how it works within the room. Hello again. I have been so rubbish at filming this week, and I am sorry because I think this video is going to be a bit choppy and chaotic, but that is reflective of how my life has been. Filming 2 videos at the same time is a little bit too much for my brain. I hope you enjoyed it, nonetheless. The little poof situation, I thought I liked it, now I'm not so sure. I don't know, I don't know whether it's because I don't like the base colour. It's a bit too white. It's not warm enough. I think I would prefer it if it were more of a natural linen, kind of creamy colour maybe. I don't know, but it was kind of fun to do anyway, and I'll just live with it for a bit, see how we feel. Book of Dust, I'm about a third of the way through it, and it is exceeding all expectations, and expectations were high. It is riveting. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm finding this is the downside when you really get into a good book, is that you then don't want to do anything else. Everything else seems dull in comparison. Really, really glad to be out of my reading slump now. Let's just hope it lasts, fingers crossed. If anyone else has read Philip Pullman and loves Philip Pullman and has any recommendations for books with a similar sort of feel, I would love to know, because I haven't got into a new series for a really, really long time. So yeah, please leave recommendations down below. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. And I'll see you next week.